My beautiful bastards, I think you have never seen something quite like this. It's so goddamn nice that I have to show you twice. Just check this health regen, it's something ridiculous and it's still coming. Oh, welcome to Pyro DPS build. This one is pure insanity. Guys, I have to admit that I had a lot of fun by running this setup, especially when all the cards will kick in. You're gonna be unstoppable, but I have to warn you that this build will shine against gorgeous bosses or in some specific levels where you have to destroy huge amount of zombies, so keep that in mind. To be successful during whole campaign, you have to mix some cards a little bit up here. So I would recommend you, of course, to put some melee damage or maybe assault rifle weak point damage. But honestly, we can take Orch or any boss in the game with 2 grenades. So with mutated zombies, that's basically game over. You're gonna take him out with 1 grenade, and it's really handy on nightmare difficulty. So first things first, you should choose wisely your main character, and HOFFMAN will be our guide. This bastard will give us that extra support item, and we need grenades, man. You can reach 6 or even more grenades on your inventory, and that's all you need. And honestly, like I said, you need 2 or 3 grenades to take out Urge, and that's all she wrote. And like I said, in some specific missions, aka farming missions, this build is absolutely golden. So with no further ado and with that boring intro out of our ways, let's check my deck of cards or card deck, you name it. I'm still learning this language, don't kill me in comment section. So anyway, my first card is Fire in the Hole. This is absolutely amazing, especially when you have 6 or more grenades in your inventory. With each grenade you will have 20 health back and increased speed. And if you're gonna pair this card, of course, with Run Like Hell card, you will have 50% increased speed, and that's really handy to control all the battlefield. For crowd control, this setup is absolutely amazing, and I would say even overpowered because healing, and we're gonna get to that card a little bit later because that healing is something god tier. You saw my intro, man, absolutely ridiculous, especially when you fight hordes or huge amount of zombies in this game. My second card is Improvised Explosives because extra explosive damage, man. It's simply must have on your Pyro or explosive setup. Third one is Demolitionist Expert, again explosive damage. Fourth card, Bomb Squad, the same explosive damage. These cards will be really handy at early stages or early levels because honestly you need only explosive damage, and we're gonna build on top of these cards. You could mix up some cards here and there, it depends on your preference, but my fifth card is Hyper Focused for weak point damage, one of the best cards for weak point damage. Sixth one is Run Like Hell, movement, and like I said, if you're gonna pair it up with the first one, Fire in the Hole, you will move like God. And don't worry about the accuracy damage, you will shoot from the hip most likely all the time for weak point damage, and grenades will deal all the damage. As you see, mutated zombies for you will be out of this world, but Pyro, man, Pyro card is absolutely overpowered because you're gonna get healing. You're gonna set on fire everybody, and by each kill you will receive healing. And against hordes, it's golden, man. You're gonna stop everybody, and as you saw, my health went back up like crazy, and it stayed there because your increased fire is absolutely amazing. You're gonna sense those Molotov cocktails all over the place. Amazing card. Of course, I have Confident Killer. It will basically provide my team with extra damage as well. Nice team card, and you will receive 15% damage. Glass Cannon, one of the best DPS cards in the game. You don't have to worry about health loss because we have that crazy healing from our Pyro card. Ninth one is the Grenade Punch. 10th one, double Grenade Punch, because we need those extra grenades or Molotov cocktails. Our builds are made around these grenades. Like I said, this setup is purely focused around pyro or explosive damage. Guys, like I said before, if you want to use this setup as your main one for campaign, I strongly recommend you to switch some cards. For example, please use melee damage cards. Those are really handy because you're gonna heal yourself in close range by killing zombies, and if shit will hit the fan, you can use your grenades and kill zombies with some kind of mutation easily out. Basically, you're gonna one tap them. If you want to play with grenades only, you're gonna run out really quickly. You will be short on grenades all the time, so it's huge no. If you will farm some mission or 1 or 2 mission, or you need to kill the boss, this setup will be perfect. But if you want to play for full campaign, you have to switch some things up, and melee setup would work really nice with some explosive cards or a pyromania card, for example. Really nice synergy. For my rest of the cards, I'm using surplus pouches because obvious reasons. Killer's Instinct for weak point damage, and we have a lot of weak point damage here. So like I said, you could do some switching. You could take out these weak point damage cards for melee damage cards, so to kill from riddle kills, to heal yourself from riddle kills, excuse me. Next one is Silver Bullets, again weapon damage, damage penetration or bullet penetration, really handy card. You're gonna lose a little bit of Koopa, but copper, you name it, but honestly, it's not that terrible. You're gonna survive. And last card is Chemical Courage, again really handy card and a sleeper, because let's be honest here, you're gonna heal yourself non-stop, or you're gonna take those pills in the game basically all the time, and you will receive 20% damage boost, and that's a huge damage boost in the game, and it will stick for you for 60 seconds, and that's a long time for a buff in this game. 60 seconds, it's huge amount of time in this game, and most likely by that time you will find already some kind of pill so you can keep this buff all the time in the game. And again, that's 20% extra damage, and by this point you have more than enough damage to take out any boss in the game or one tap. So like I said, if you want to stack damage, this build will be perfect, but you can easily do some recalibration, some switching, and set pyro and melee hybrid, and I think that would be really nice combo for nightmare difficulty. But for some certain situations, for some boss fights, this one will be simply amazing. You're gonna take out easily everybody from the game, and like I said, that pyro healing is, oh my goodness, something else. Okay, Butcher dropping the mic. Stay safe, have a dope weekend, and see you in the next one.